Great news! The much anticipated algorithmic stablecoin of the Cardano community JED has been successfully reactivated on the testnet. Cadi, the issuer of JED, has announced its reactivation on the testnet version 1.1.1 featuring Vassal compatibility and new user capabilities. I guess the question you're asking is, why should you care? Let's take a quick flashback into May of 2022. The Cardano founder and CEO of IOG suggested an explanation for the collapse of the Terra stablecoin, UST, and its native coin, Luna. He also claimed that the upcoming Cardano stablecoin JED was well protected from losing its dollar peg. Luna managed to put up a fight. After tumbling below $1, the coin surged back to the $5 zone, but went down again. Hoskinson believed that Luna's crash was the result of an attack that any DeFi protocol or cryptocurrency may face at any time. He added that such an attack could be pulled off by anyone from hackers. According to his tweet, a little exploit is enough to break it and succeed. When probed by a Twitter user about how JED stablecoins based on Cardano can avoid using its USD peg, he had a succinct reply: over-collateralization. Just like the UST, JED is also an algorithmic stablecoin. However, its algorithm is centered on 400 to 800% collateral ratio for JED and SHIN. With this, JED's collateralization mechanism is decentralized and backed by users who mint SHIN and put ADA into the liquidity pool. Therefore, the rate of collateralization remains more or less stable. But Hoskinson's answer and explanations came at a time when a popular Bitcoin maximalist, Max Kaiser, tweeted that Cardano ADA may follow the footsteps of Luna and crash. Now, if we fast forward to July, Cardano's development company, IOG, described the new coin as a crypto-backed peg algorithmic stablecoin. According to this company, JED is an algorithmic stablecoin protocol that behaves like an autonomous bank that buys and sells stablecoins for a price in a range that is pegged to a target price. It is crypto-backed in the sense that the bank keeps a volatile cryptocurrency in its reserves. In a live AMA session, Hoskinson told his Twitter followers that they had been busy and also shared details on JED. Back then, the full white paper was yet to be released, but Hoskinson attested that researchers have spent significant time verifying the new project using Isabelle code. This is a tool that computer scientists use to prove theorems and make them easily convertible into code. He also added that new stablecoins will be finally implemented into Plutus, Cardano's smart contract platform. One of the things that we are doing with this stablecoin paper, after we clean it up a little bit more because it's so involved and there are so many moving pieces to it that have to be carefully thought about, is actually implementing it into Plutus as a Plutus native application. So we will have a vendor in mind that we think will be perfect for this work, and we are going to work closely with them. Right now, JED has been reactivated on the testnet version 1.1.1. This implies that the project is inching towards its launch date. In fact, Cadi tweeted, "We are happy to share that the public testnet version 1.1.1 of JED has been reactivated with new capabilities such as Vassal hard fork compatibility, activity history, and more." According to Cadi, the reactivation also integrates JED into the Nami wallet, supporting the display of logos of JED and SHIN, their names, and divisible units for both of them. The reactivation also integrates user history. This means that testnet users can see details of their last transactions through their connected Nami wallets. After a successful audit in November, Cadi announced that the JED stablecoin will go live on the mainnet in January of 2023. It is also noted that the team will organize maintenance on their testnet every few days, and when it eventually launches, the JED stablecoin will be supported and over-collateralized using solely cryptocurrency, including ADA and SHIN. SHIN is the smart contract's reserve token. The idea of over-collateralization was determined by Charles Hoskinson from the start. Just in case you don't know, the launch of the first algorithmic stablecoin on Cardano is predicted to significantly boost Cardano's DeFi ecosystem, making it more accessible and sustainable. However, many are leveraging the sudden suspension of the Ardana development to prove that the upcoming project and its potential significance are just tongue-in-cheek statements. Well, the problem with Ardana was that it was forced to halt development due to funding deficiencies and project timeline uncertainty. However, the Ardana project remained open source, and the development teams could build upon it if they wished. In addition, Ardana Labs said it will hold the remaining funds and treasury balances until another competent dev team comes forward to continue working on the project. Ardana explained that building on Cardano has been difficult and equally added that a lot of funding went into tooling, infrastructure, and security, and its sudden halt was an anticipated one. This decision, after years of development and $10 million raised in October 2021, has made the Cardano community tag the project as a scam. Also, the subject of algorithmic stablecoins has been criticized since the painful collapse of Terra. The downfall of Terra began with the idea that the Luna token could no longer keep the value of the in-house stablecoin Terra USD stable at the US dollar level. Thus, many investors avoid that subject. But how is Cardano going to grow if every user and investor perceives its projects as scams and potential failures? As a result of the unveiled doubts, Cardano is more intentional about gradually introducing the JED and building trust in the stablecoin over time. The JED was already in the annual plan of Charles Hoskinson in January 2022, but the target date was just missed. But at this point, delays are now normal, as Cardano investors have become accustomed to longer waiting times. Besides, Cardano often depends on avoiding qualitative errors instead of speed. Initially, the JED will solely be used to pay transaction fees, and soon enough Cardano will need a stablecoin to perform in larger deals, especially in the DeFi space. With less than $60 million in capital provided in the Cardano ecosystem for decentralized finance, this aspect has fallen short of the network's expectations. The new stablecoin should be an outstanding advantage. This project is an exciting development for Cardano, but it has not been ascertained whether the ADA price will skyrocket or not. Generally, the entire market has to rise for the ADA price to do the same, and this is quite possible next year. At the moment, the ADA coin price is so low that an investment can be worthwhile in the medium and long term. Notably, Terra was a crypto project that wanted to promote a blockchain that handles algorithmic stablecoins, but the famous UST stablecoin could not overcome the strong bear pressure and ended up in the ruins. In an attempt to move on from the mess, the founder decided to start a new token known as the Luna Classic. There is something that is interesting about Cardano, however. There are so many projects and upgrades that could potentially explode the ecosystem apart from the upcoming stablecoin. The JED stablecoin is just one of those things. The Cardano creator stated in late October that something special was coming in November. This revelation got everyone excited back then. While many wondered what he wanted to reveal, Charles Hoskinson responded to a Twitter user who wanted to know about the announcement he promised to deliver. His response to the curious user was that he was going to announce it at the Edinburgh event. Another user further inquired whether it was going to be about the upcoming JED stablecoin, and the Cardano replied in the negative. He said that he's been working on the project for 4 years, since 2018. Quote, "Just announced the news, no reason to hold it unless it's a big market mover. If it's JED, that's not really a surprise, right?" End quote. Hoskinson of course responded to this, "Not JED, been working on it for 4 years." The Edinburgh event, which was scheduled for November 18th through 19th, saw the announcement of the Age of Voltaire. Furthermore, in a recent interview on the Big Pay podcast, Hoskinson said that the new Lace wallet will help usher in droves of new users to the Ethereum Killers network. Lace is a lightweight multi-chain crypto wallet that aims to seamlessly integrate everything in Web 2 and Web 3 into a single interface, and would also permit users to create decentralized identities or verifiable credentials connected to one's crypto wallet. According to Hoskinson, Lace was conceived as an idea to get 1 billion users on the Cardano blockchain. So I thought about how we get to Cardano to 1 billion users. How do we get the ecosystem to become the world's financial operating system? Ultimately, JED is not just a stablecoin built on Cardano's chain. It is designed to become the coin with which Cardano's entire network transaction fees will be paid. It makes more sense for a chain to have accuracy in how much a transaction costs rather than have a volatile gas fee, and JED will do just that. A plethora of other advantages is also tagging along with its anticipated launch. But of course, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments section below. We'll see you in the next video, but before then, check out our other videos to find out how Cardano is living up to the dream of being the Ethereum killer. And as always, make sure you click on the subscribe notification buttons.